outside Griffin. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Barrett, no good. Here's Holloway. Walton defending to the middle. Pass to McDaniels. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Here's Walton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Walton's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Indiana. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now Jackson. From deep. Connects from three-point range. And the Wildcats lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Palmer. There's a screen by Washington. Clock at 4. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's the prodigy. On the wing, Jackson. From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Davis. He lobs it up.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so here are the Wildcats. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. There's the pick. Jackson passes to the prodigy. Lets the three fly. That shot is off. Indiana trails by 3. Outside Harper. Pass to Davis. Here's Washington. Here's Palmer. Outside for Davis. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Out to the right wing. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For your Wildcats, number 35, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
He can't hit that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First team foul. At the line for the away team. 0. At the line for
see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
They set the screen. Clock at 6.
second personal foul, second team foul. And for your broadcast, Brazil, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
About the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
At the line for the away team. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And Harper drops them both. And so here are the Wildcats, and now they foul and stop the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for 2, Jackson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. Oh, I got to shoot it, man. Rebound. Got to get it.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-pointer.
So we see the Wildcats get the win here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So they're off to a strong start.
And that's going to do it tonight.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now we'll see how they overcome it.
Here are the starters for Arizona, and it's T in at the 1 spot. And for Indiana, we've got Washington, and it's Palmer in at small forward. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Here's Bailey. From behind the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Davis. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Bailey, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Anderson for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Pass to T. Outside, Anderson. To the paint. Here's Champ, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Davis, the pass to Harper. Outside Davis. Goes up at the stripe. First shot won't go.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Champ. Harper pulls it in.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Now here's Davis. He had 9 points in his last time out. 5 on the clock. Here's Harper. Pass to Washington. And he hits it to tie the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Anderson with it. Here's Champ. Three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Davis. Pass to Harper.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Palmer. Davis from long range. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Here's T. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Yeah, guys, I watched the film of that one, and they had great activity defensively. They need that again tonight.
Checked in for Arizona. Sharp comes in for Anderson. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's Davis. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Arizona leading by 3. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bailey. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Davis. And it's blocked.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And here's Indiana now. Arizona getting their last shot to go. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From 13, Harper misses. For Arizona, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. T, perfect night so far, 2 for 2. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
.26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Barron is screen on Davis. Griffin passes to Walton. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sharp. And miss after miss right now. No good with a layup. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Arizona. They're up 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what do you guys think about Arizona here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
So, the Arizona 5 right now. We've got Davis. Todd's out there with Sharp. And it's Champ in at the 4-man position. Outside Davis. From the top of the key. Indiana with a rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Anderson's checked in for Davis. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Tries yet again. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Now here's Anderson. He's scoreless, and the bucket is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Palmer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Harford, he's checked in for Barron. Arizona leading by 6. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And it's off from three-point range. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Walton. And there's a pick. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Anderson against Griffin. Anderson passes to T. And again, Arizona no good. Indiana trails by 4. Pass to Harper. Here's Walton. To the inside. Here's Plummer. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, second team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Palmer taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Indiana making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Bailey's checked in for Arizona. Good on both.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Pass to Todd. Second quarter of play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Bailey. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. Chalk up 2 there. T's got 7 points.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Arizona making a change here. Green is checked in. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Indiana, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 4. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harper. And the layup is good off the glass. Harper's got his first points of the game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Bailey. Outside, Green. Outside, Anderson. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. T passes to Bailey. Green for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to T. Fires the 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Harper, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Just 5 to shoot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harper's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Arizona, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Outside, Anderson. Green, a screen. And Arizona, another three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Harper. This one for three. The shot off that time. Arizona leading by 5. Here's T. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Davis with it. Fires from the wing. And so it's Arizona closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot in the arena. And thinking about the shot.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for Indiana.
As poorly as they've shot the ball, they're lucky to be within striking distance.
And give credit to the defense on the other side. Those guys have been getting after it.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Here's a quick question from Cammy Triple Threat. If you guys were having a cookout, who do you trust to run the grill?
It's gotta be me. You know I got those barbecue chicken alert skills. Plus I'll make burgers the size of Kenny's face.
Ooh, but you got it. Put the seasoning on it, and I got the veggies. Maybe Ernie, I could do it. I'm telling you, the seasoning is everything. I'd be good at all that food groups. I'm telling you.
Yeah, thanks, Jet. Manning the grill can't be any more chaotic than dealing with this place. But you know what? It's got to be the lovely Cheryl Ann running the grill.
Ooh.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
We've got Davis, and it's Washington in it to 5.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And for Arizona, and it's Carr in at center, locking down the middle.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Arizona shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Shooting for Arizona, number 40, at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
here's Davis. Pass to Washington. And he lobs it up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. T passes to Anderson.
Indiana foul. 0. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's a screen. Here's T. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Davis. Sweet little floater. Davis has got his second basket on the night.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Pass to Champ. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's T. Checked by Davis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Champ. Here he goes. And a strong finish with two hands.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's a look at the schedule for Arizona. On Friday and then on Sunday.
And that game against Houston, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Here's T. He's got 12. Anderson passes to Bailey. Here's Champ. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. And it's a 10-point Arizona lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Palmer. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Tries a 10-footer. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Harper's got 7 points. Arizona leading by 8. Here's T. Outside, Anderson. Going inside. And it's in there. Anderson's got his second basket.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
2 minutes.
Now here's Washington. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harper. And the three-pointer goes. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by the staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Pass to T. That's tipped. We've got 1:23 left in the third.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts. but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Champ. Back to the basket by Indiana on the other end. T with a bucket.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Here's Champ. 11 points in the game. Here's Harper. Pass to Palmer. And here's Washington. Another three for Indiana.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside, Anderson. Floats one up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Wildcats, Anderson, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And Anderson drops them both. 5 ticks left to play in the third. Fires from way outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3/4 of play and a close one here. It's Arizona leading by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Griffin, and it's Barrett in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to T. Harper pulls it in.
Well, when he's got space to operate inside like that, he is not going to hesitate.
Barrett is screen on Sharp. Here's Walton. Rebounded by Arizona. They've led by as much as 10. Left side Sharp. Pass to T. Harper pulls it in. Harper's got his 4th rebound in this one. The prodigy passes to Harper. And here's Griffin outside. Rebounded by Green. Arizona leading by 3. Outside, Anderson. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away. And that one is right through the heart. Sharp's gotten his first basket of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Walton. From deep. And it's Todd with a rebound.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Outside, Anderson. Green, a screen. Anderson inside, and that one drops. Now it's a 7-point Arizona lead.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Deciding to change it up. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Indiana had some instruction for his guys during the break. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Davis. Drives to the hoop. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in.
Not really making an effort on the offensive glass this half and seeing fewer second chance opportunities because of it.
Pass to Champ. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana with a rebound. Now Davis. Here's Harper. Anderson covers. For 3. Rebounded by Arizona. Carr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bailey. Here's T. That one a little long. Indiana trails by 5. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Arizona.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Arizona leading by 3. Outside, Anderson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Pass to Harper. Shoots over Anderson. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Yes! Plays like that, so easy for him.
And Davis has got the ball here for Indiana. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Washington. Gets rebounded by Carr.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Shooting for Arizona, McKnight, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Davis. No good off the glass. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Wildcats, Bailey, 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So it's Arizona with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Indiana, Harper is out there with Davis. Then there's Washington. Then there's the Prodigy. And his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles in the early part of a year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that can compete in the playoffs.
Down low, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Outside Harper. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's the Prodigy. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. We're about 1 minute into the first. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Harper the pass to Washington. Davis, that's for 2. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's hauled in by Palmer.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And he comes up with the deuce. Davis has got his second basket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
They set the pick. It's 3-pointers off the mark. For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Pass to Palmer. Just 5 on the clock. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Pass to Harper. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Here's the Prodigy. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Harper up top, guarded by Jackson. And Harper slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. It's checked in for Indiana. Walton comes in for the Prodigy. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Started by Davis. There's the drive, and the shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Washington. Still scoreless. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the evening.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Harper. And Harper drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Battle. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Launches it. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And here is Harper. 7 points in the game. From downtown. Headshot off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indiana out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And so here is Indiana. Walton is out there with Barrett. Then there's Wallace. And it's Griffin. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Back to Walton. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Pass to Wallace. Here's the screen. He tries for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Offensive rebound. And Barrett slams it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now Wallace. Still without a basket. There's the screen. A new 14 for Indiana. Takes the 3. It doesn't go for him. to the paint. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Back to Griffin. Wallace up on top. That doesn't go either for Wallace.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Shot clock at 5. Trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Walton. Nothing on the board. Goes back up. Can't capitalize inside.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting. If you're struggling this bad, it's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Battle. Defended by Griffin. Battle misses. Indiana leading. Left side, Griffin. Wallace outside. Indiana moving it around. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going just 1 for 5. Battle misses. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Barrett setting a pick for Griffin. And once again off the mark by Indiana. 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Here's Battle. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Vic and Colton here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Walton. Money from the wing. Walton's got his first bucket in this one. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Three-pointer. A rebound by Walton. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Wallace. Now Walton. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Walton's got 5 points now this quarter.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Wallace outside. Pass to Griffin. Now here's Walton. And again, it's Indiana.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's Indiana in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for Indiana.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Davis with it. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Washington. The 3. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got the lead back up to 10 now for Indiana.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
It's rebounded by Indiana.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Harper dishes to Davis. From the arc. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
Seconds now into the second half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team. Abraham, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Here he goes. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A moment now to see the numbers for Davis. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up. And he's really delivered.
Harper kicks to Davis. A steal. Here's the prodigy to the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Abraham at the line for two.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Palmer. Still yet to score. Davis finds Washington. Davis against Jackson. Can't connect from short range. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Clock at 6. Shoots. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 10 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Washington passes to Harper. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Harper. Walton's checked in for Indiana. And Harper drops them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Indiana, we've got Davis, and it's Palmer in at the 3 slot. And with both of these teams sitting at 0-1, this Game 2 is crucial.
Yeah, the challenge with the NBA Cup is there's no feeling out period. You have to hit the ground running or you're going to get left behind.
Here's the prodigy. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. And here's Indiana now. Harper passes to Davis. Washington a screen. Davis misses. Out to the right wing. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Davis. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Davis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Top of the key. Indiana with a rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And it's Washington missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Right wing. Shot clock at 5. On target from range. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Davis. No good. Here's the prodigy.
Indiana foul. Washington. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jackson with a screen on Davis. Down low. Jackson gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Walton. 9 points for him in his last game. And here's the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
checked in for Indiana. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. Outside Davis. Pass to Harper. They need this. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's the prodigy. Check by Davis. Clock at 6. Shoots from 14. Can't hit that one. Indiana trails by 6. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Harper passes to Barrett. And here's Washington. Pass to Walton. Outside Davis. The 3 ball. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
To the middle. Here's the prodigy. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Jackson against Washington. Here's the prodigy. From the arc. That shot is off.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Here's Harper. Can't cash it in from close range. Fires away from way outside. The shot misses. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Indiana trails by 5. They've got Griffin, and it's Barrett in at the 4. Pass to Griffin. Oh, he tries a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And for Indiana, they've got Griffin, and it's Wallace in at the point guard position. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Indiana, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. Quite a bit of space between these two.
When I look at Indiana, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Yep, that one goes. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Santos. Puts it up. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Griffin passes to Walton. Now here's Barrett. Launches it. Palmer, no good. Here's Santos. Pass to Battle. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Indiana trails by 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Palmer. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to Santos. Here's Battle. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Palmer. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Here's Santos. Pass to Battle. Here's Santos. Out to the wing. There's the triple. And it's Battle missing. For Indiana, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Griffin, and he drives in. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. 1:44 left in the first half. To the inside. They still need this. Indiana with a rebound. Pass to Palmer.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
It's time for game. Then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's go.
So both teams changing it up here. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Indiana, number 1.
Over this last stretch, their defense has been airtight. The opponents have had a tough time executing at the offensive end.
A minute 29 left to play in the half. Griffin outside. Hey, expanding his range. And Indiana misses again. Gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Pass to Harper. Throws it up high.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. To the left wing. Here's the prodigy. Checked by Davis. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. He shoots. Griffin pulls down the board.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got his first 2 points of the night.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
With the teardrop. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. Here's Harper. Lets it fly. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a 6th man on the floor. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, they're both smart driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And for Indiana, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. 4-3. Drains the triple. Harper's got his second basket of the night.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to the prodigy. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Davis. He's got 6. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. He's got 10.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Washington. Here's Palmer. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops him first. He's perfect from the line this time. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. "90 seconds into the second half now.
Get outside, get outside.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the away team, Boswell. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And for Indiana, they're shooting around 35% from the field so far. It's Davis with the drive. Good work there as it goes. Davis has got 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
It's good from the top of the key. He's got 14.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Pass to Harper. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Gets the 3 to fall. And Indiana leads by 1. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Takes it inside. Shot clock at 6. Misses from short range. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes.
Here's Washington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for Indiana, Washington. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses. Good on the second one. 1:57 left in the third quarter here. Here's Battle. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Stanley. That one's wide left. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Davis, the pass to Washington. Here's Walton. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Indiana on offense. Washington a screen. Here's Harper. That one goes in. Harper's got 10 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Indiana with some changes. Barrett's checked in for Washington, and it's Griffin in for Harper. The visitors with the ball. And there's the screen. Checked by Davis with the 7-footer. Davis for the rebound. Indiana shooting only 42%. Here's Walton. And that one's good. And now a 4-point Indiana lead.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And he converts the layup. Walton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
From deep three-point range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Indiana ahead, leading by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page? Woo!
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Griffin, and it's Palmer in at the 4-man position. He tries for 3. No luck on that one. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Walton. Can't connect from short range. Walton's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. That shot, no good. Griffin with it. Down low. Here's Palmer. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. And Indiana leads by 6.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Pass to Alberto. Shoots from 14. Palmer pulls it in. For Indiana, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Harper. Here's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get it to go. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Jackson. And they're on the break. Here's Griffin. Misses from close range.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Battle. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Shot from the wing. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Harper. Here's Walton. The shot won't fall.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I got a chance to hear what Indiana's head coach was saying to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Indiana leading by 6. Washington outside. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two, Palmer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Indiana leading by 8.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Out left to the wing. Fires from 14. Count it. Good.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Here's Harper. Outside Davis. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's the prodigy. Washington grabs the miss. And Davis has got the ball here for Indiana. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. The three is up. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Here's the prodigy. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Indiana with a rebound. Now here's Davis. Pass to Harper. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Washington grabs the miss. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The prodigy passes to Davis. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Team foul. At the line for Indiana, Davis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. he gets them both. 24 seconds left in the game. Pass to Battle. Tries the spin move. And again, unable to change momentum here. So Indiana wins it. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.
And now your Indiana starting five. At the small forward position, standing 6'5", number 12. At the other forward position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 0, Micah 0. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 2, Dylan Butler. The center position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 38, Jalen Washington. The other guy, at 6'0" number 1, RJ Davis.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Indiana, Harper is out there with Davis. Then there's Washington. And there's the prodigy. You look at Indiana. A chance now for them to move to 2-1 in the NBA Cup group play with a win here tonight.
And here on their home court, this is the one they need to have if they hope to advance to the knockout round.
And then for these guys on the road, it's their 3rd game in the NBA Cup, and they really need a win tonight to stay alive.
Yeah, they're 1-1 thus far, so another loss probably knocks them out. It's going to be a tall task for them tonight, though, on the road.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Palmer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's the prodigy. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Davis. Bring the ball up for Indiana. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Harper. Lets a floater go. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Lawson. Now here's Jones. Unloads. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Harper's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Bounce pass, Davis. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Lawson outside. To halt the run. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's the prodigy. He had 25 points last game. That one falls.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Harper. Ripped away. Outside, Jones drills the three-pointer.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And it's Davis with the ball for Indiana.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Now, here's Harper. He had 15 points last outing. 1:31 left in the first quarter of the game.